I don't know of any police department that routinely wears masks. We know that there are other groups that routinely wear masks. NSC 131 routinely wears masks.
Mayor, just to clarify, are you comparing ICE, you said, to NSC 131, the neo-Nazi group? Are you comparing them to a neo-Nazi group?
What I said is that Boston Police and no police department that I know of at the local level routinely wears masks.
On immigration, Sean, look, it's such an issue around the West now. As I'm discussing on my show tonight, the Dutch government has just collapsed because of it. Latest symbol of just how it's convulsing the West. I'd say that Donald Trump won the election most of all by promising to stop the massive flood of illegal immigrants flooding across the Mexican border. Had huge success there. But it seems that many in the media left still don't want to acknowledge what is actually done or appreciate it, leading to this again from Carolyn Levitt. Here she is.
The Washington Post just ran one of the most ridiculous headlines ever, even by their standards. And on my very first briefing several months ago, I said I would hold anyone accountable in this room. The Washington Post actually had this headline: the mysterious drop in fentanyl seizures on the U.S.-Mexico border. How is this mysterious? There is no mystery about why there is a decrease in fentanyl coming into the United States. This administration's strong border policies are the reason there has been a decrease in fentanyl trafficking. His strengthened relationship with Mexican President Sheinbaum and all of the measures he has been taking to deter illegal human and drug trafficking at our United States southern border is the reason for plummeting fentanyl seizures at the U.S. border. There is nothing mysterious about that.
Sean Spicer, how critical do you think immigration's been to Trump's election win, and how is the mainstream media dealing with it?
I mean, first of all, just the notion that the Washington Post is like, you know, I don't know how this possibly happened. Less fentanyl coming into the country after you close down the border. I mean, it's sort of, you know, I can't, there are days in which they continue to defy the stupidity that exists by saying things like this. It's like Jake Tapper writing a book about not knowing about Biden's cognitive decline. I mean, there's a level of gaslighting, as the kids like to call it, where you're like, you literally don't think. We have night after night, story after story about the border clampdown, about sending illegal aliens out of the country, and making the border security a #1 priority. And the Washington Post has the tenacity to say, gosh, I don't even know why this fentanyl stuff stops coming in. It's because not only is it coming in from our southern border through Mexico, he's made it a priority with China and talking about tariffs, some of the tariffs in direct response to how they're letting the fentanyl flow. He's also made it an issue at our northern border. The Washington Post continues to really show people how out of touch they are. But the broader issue, Andrew, is this, look, the president made a commitment. And the thing that fascinates me in this country about this is, for the longest time, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi made border security an issue. It wasn't a Republican thing, a conservative thing. It was an American thing. This was an issue because it touched on so many communities in a way that another issue might only singularly touch. You're talking about crime and safety, economic issues, all wrapped up into one single issue, border security.
Look, I don't think the left will be in a healthy position in the West unless it takes these issues seriously and stops writing them off as some sort of, far right-wing, racist, whatever it is. National identity counts. Sean Spicer, thank you so much indeed for your time.
Always a pleasure, Andrew. Thank you.